Hey y'all, so I'm gonna do a get ready with me chit chat. So I just saw this really pretty look from Sarai, and she did like a Valentine's Day kind of brown smoky eye. And I'm just gonna recreate it because I actually have to get ready for an Instagram live I'm hosting with Industry Makeup Academy. And I want to have makeup on. So it's gonna be like a brown smoky eye, kind of neutral look. I'm using the Pop Beauty palette in Fire Fit. I'm just putting down like this kind of pinky shade. She used a ColourPop blush in her crease, which I don't have. So I'm not putting on an eyeshadow base or anything. I'm just going to go with this because I'm only going to wear the makeup for like 30 minutes and then I'm going to take it off. So anyways, I thought this would be a good opportunity to catch up with you guys. I am going to be doing like life updates. I feel like it's been a minute since I've chatted with you guys. So much has been happening which you guys didn't know about. So I might as well tell you if you didn't know. I'm going to post this after the announcement video, but I'm pregnant. So right now as I'm filming this, I am currently I'll be 14 weeks tomorrow. So this is the next color I'm putting in, this brown and glass shade. And I am in the second trimester now. So the first trimester, y'all, was, it was crazy. I don't know, it just was so much more intense than my last pregnancy, and I think for a couple of different reasons. So last time I was pregnant, I didn't have a baby. I didn't have a toddler, which I currently have Bella, who's 2 years and a few months. So it was just me and my husband. So it was just like, you know, I remember being a little nauseous in the first trimester, a little tired. But this time it was, I think also maybe because I'm older and I'm dealing with a toddler. Man, the nausea was way worse. It lasted all day, not just morning sickness. And the fatigue, this is the next shade I'm going to put. Whew, that was really bad. There are points where I literally would just like kind of fall over and pass out. Ooh, this is way darker than I thought it would be. That's okay. So being like keeping it a secret from my family and trying to watch my child while being pregnant, I give it up to those mamas of multiples out there. And like what I mean is like if you have more than one kid, oh my lord. So I didn't tell anybody yet because I wanted to make sure that this was gonna be, you know, successful pregnancy. I've had 2 miscarriages in the past. The first one was before Bella, and then I had Bella, luckily, and then we started trying last year, and then I had a miscarriage and had to recover for a couple months, and then I got pregnant again. So this one, I made it to my 12-week appointment. There was a heartbeat, so the chances of miscarriage are like 3%. I am over 35, so I'm kind of like in the geriatric stage of pregnancy. Next I'm using Cafe Cosmos Luster Powder from Graftobian, like a bronzy. So I just have a little bit more things to pay attention to. The older you get, you know, the more risks there are. I'm currently 37 if you're wondering. Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to apply the cream that goes with this loose powder. It's like just like a neutrally bronzy shade, nothing crazy. And that's going to be the lip color. So I actually, at my 12-week appointment, I had so much blood drawn, y'all. Like it was literally like 10 vials of blood. Not even exaggerating. Because I had to do some regular blood work, like they call it the OB workup, where they test for the standard stuff, like they test it for like syphilis and like diseases and things. But they also, with this one, I opted for some optional tests, one of which included like a maternal screen, which shows if I carry anything like spinal bifida or any kind of like genetic disease. And then also they look at like Down syndrome And then a bonus is they can tell the sex of the baby earlier with a blood test, where a lot of people wait till their 20-week ultrasound to see the actual anatomy like on the ultrasound. But my last pregnancy, I had the same blood test done too. So I knew a little earlier on. So I'm currently waiting for those results. This is now the coordinating powder from Graftobium on my lid. So, yeah, so I'm currently waiting for those results so that way we can actually do a gender reveal. The gender reveal is not a surprise. The last time I was pregnant, we announced the pregnancy and gender reveal all in one because it was like a convenient time. We were getting together for, we planned to get together for Easter last time, and the family was going to be together anyway, so we thought it would be a really good surprise. There wasn't really any holidays besides Valentine's Day, but the gender reveal is taking longer because I haven't heard from the test results, and it's been over 2 weeks, and they said it would take 10 to 14 days, so I don't know what's going on with that. But that's the plan. We're going to do a gender reveal. We're going to keep it as safe as possible. We're going to have it in the outdoors somehow, like kind of like, probably do some kind of like a confetti cannon, smoke cannon type thing. Like maybe in the park, so that way people can be social distance outside wearing masks. And then we'll also, it's just for immediate family, and then we'll do like a Zoom. So I don't know, we don't have the test results, but I already just bought the cannon, smoke cannons already on Amazon. Thank God for Amazon Prime. And today is a Thursday. I'm hoping I hear back from the doctor tomorrow, and then we can do it this weekend. If not, it's gonna have to be next weekend, which is like a whole week later than we were planning. And the reason why I want to do it this weekend is because my parents are in town visiting. And my dad was supposed to leave on Sunday, but we'll see what happens. I mean, you can't really, nothing I can really do about that. So the gender reveal will be really simple. I bought some stickers like this time. So we actually told our family members like February 5th. Like we texted Adrian's family a picture of my daughter wearing a little shirt that said promoted to big sister. And then I told my parents and my brother on Zoom because we planned a Zoom call anyways because it was my brother's birthday. So they knew February 5th, and it's currently February 17th. So they've known for a while, and we were like, gender reveal coming soon. So for this gender reveal, it won't be a surprise or anything that we're having a baby. Obviously, they'll know. But it will be a surprise to us, though, because we're going to have our aunt, like, look at the results that we're still surprised. But this time I'm going to have, like, these boy-girl stickers. So team boy, team girl, and they're going to wear the stickers. I think that will make an interesting prediction. If you didn't know, my husband's family on his mom's side is like predominantly all girls, one boy. And then on the dad's side, his dad's side, there are mainly boys. No recent young girls except for Bella. But everybody, like I would say that we are hoping for a boy. Like everybody's hoping for a boy. We just obviously want a healthy baby, but it would be really nice to have a boy because there hasn't been a boy grandchild in a while. My parents only have the one grandchild, Bella, so, you know, this is still exciting for them. They're still, like, over the moon happy that Bella is, like, their grandchild, and they're, like, obsessed with her. So, okay, so here are the eyes so far. They're okay. I'm, like, nothing to write home about. I think once I put on some lashes, it'll look better. At least I'm wearing makeup for this IG live. Usually when I do these IG lives, I just like really quick, thoroughly, I might like throw like a 5-minute face on. So I'm gonna do some liner and some lashes that will really help pick this look up. So yeah, I'm just trying to survive. I think once my mom found out that I was pregnant though, they planned this visit to see us, and she extended her stay because she wants to help me. Because it's been so hard taking care of like a very, very active toddler. Sorry, I'm trying to find my eyeliner. Trying to deal with first trimester symptoms while having a really active and busy toddler. And I primarily am her, I watch her by myself most of the time because my husband has a corporate job 9 to 5. I have the makeup academy, but I only have to go in 3 nights a week, and then my husband will watch her those 3 nights when he comes home from work. But then sometimes he actually goes to work right after I get back from work because he does part-time evening work. So, like he might watch her for a couple hours, and then I have to get her, when I get home I have to eat and go ready to put her down for bed and everything. So, if you didn't know, Bella's back to sleeping with me in the bed. She was doing pretty good. She was sleeping in her crib for a while, and then like we started traveling a ton over the holidays, and then she got in the habit of sleeping with me again. So our plan was, once I start feeling better, once I get over this first trimester hump, we're gonna start sleep training her in her own bed again. So that is the plan. The problem was when we trained her the first time, she would go to sleep in her crib, but around 2, 3 in the morning, she would always make it into my bed. You know what I mean? And sometimes I would try to put her back in her bed, and then eventually I was just tired, and I just let her sleep with me for the rest of the night, which is probably a mistake. So that is the plan, because I know when I have the newborn, it's going to be really difficult trying to have a newborn, which we'll have the newborn in my room again, like in a bassinet by the bed. We're trying to have Bella in the bed and the bassinet and all of us all in the one room is going to be tricky. So if you have any tips for me, and you want to say it in a really nice way. I know sometimes when I tell people about the sleeping situation, I feel like I get really, really harsh criticism about that. And I'm like, yo, I don't need that. That's not helpful. Especially because, like, growing up in a Filipino family, this was completely normal to do co-sleeping. And my mom and dad are like, they love that. Like, that's what they did with me and my brother. They slept with us all in the same bed. My mom now, whenever she's with Bella, she sleeps with her with naps and sometimes overnight. So that's like completely normal. So, but the American way is not that. It's like having them in the room, in their own bed, blah, blah. So I think there's a balance somewhere in between there, that I'm trying to find, and I'm trying to find what works for me. So I don't want to hear it. We don't mommy shame on this channel, okay? So now let me throw on some lashes. I'm going to use these lashes from Velour Lashes. And they're kind of got a nice little length to them. That will really pick up this look. So anyways, I am still teaching at IMA during this pandemic. If it was up to me, if we didn't have this pandemic, Bella would be at least in some kind of part-time mommy's day out program / daycare. One, to give me a break, because even though I might have to go into the office all the time, like a typical job, I have to work from home. So that means doing conference calls, answering emails, working on projects for the IMA, as well as projects as a beauty blogger and a makeup artist. So it's difficult, having a toddler with me at home when I'm trying to do work. So like, for example, I have to get content for my YouTube and stuff, but it's like really difficult to film one of these kind of videos when she's like running around. Now my parents are here, so I'm like downstairs and I can like breathe. We are actually applying for another round of PPP, thank God, which is like the payment protection program through the Small Business Administration and the government. So like I've been trying to do a lot of financial paperwork, taxes, and like trying to do that with a toddler. It's crazy. But I'm okay. I'm doing okay, guys. But that's just reality, right? I think a lot of parents are going through that right now who might not typically have gone through that, because like everybody's working from home. Like not everybody, but a lot of people are. Okay, I think the lashes helped, right? I'm gonna smoke out that lower lash line too. I think that's gonna give me some boom. My brows, y'all, are microbladed, so I don't really do a lot to them. I put a little bit of like the Urban Decay brow felt tip marker, but I feel like they still look a little on the thin side, so I'm gonna thicken them up. I really wanted to get my brows microbladed by my friend Nalani, aka BeautyBot, but like she is so booked. Like she will release her calendar 1 month at a time, like several months in advance, and like within 5 minutes it will be completely booked. So I tried to get in there, and I knew, I was like, we're trying to get pregnant, and you cannot do microblading when you're pregnant or when you're breastfeeding. So now that window is gone. I cannot get these microblading touch up probably for 2 years at least, because what I plan to do is breastfeed for 1 year after I give birth. That's the plan, at least. That's what I did with Bella. I didn't breastfeed her, I pumped, because she stopped breastfeeding after 4 months, which was horrible because I had that crazy leg infection, if you remember, and I was on steroids, and like she wouldn't take the breast milk from the boob because I had dried up for like a week, so I had to pump for like exclusively for 8 months, which was horrible. I'd rather just pop the baby on the boob and then be done with it versus having to pump, then feed the baby. It's like twice as much work. But anyways, it worked out. Whew. Hopefully this time will be better. So anyways, I don't even know what my point was, but I am going to continue working as long as possible. The due date is August 20th, which is funny because it's so close to Bella. So Bella's birthday is September 1st. This baby will probably will probably come in August for sure, because what are the chances that I will be 10 days overdue? And I think with the second baby, they say, this is Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer. They say with the second one, usually it's like a quicker labor because your body's already stretched out and like, you know, ready to go. I definitely feel like I was showing a lot earlier this time around, but mainly because I was bloated, because I went from a strict, really healthy keto, like redo, you know, like, because I remember my goal was to lose enough weight to fit in my wedding dress by November 28th, which was my 5-year wedding anniversary. So I did it, and then I actually got pregnant like literally that anniversary weekend. We like had like a overnight stay in a hotel, like a staycation, and I'm pretty sure that was when we conceived. So it's crazy because I made it and then got pregnant, and then I found out I was pregnant a couple weeks later when I was in Florida visiting my parents, like in December. This is Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. So I was like, oh shoot. So then I was like, okay. I knew it wasn't good to be on a restricted diet when you're pregnant, because I was like doing like 1,289 or around 1,300 calories a day, and I was doing low carb, you know, and all that stuff. And I was like, okay. So what I started to do is, when I found out I was pregnant, I stopped like the strict keto. I stopped tracking my calories. I was eating low carb still for a few weeks, but once that morning sickness hit, y'all, it was a wrap. I was like, F that. You know, I was like, I'm just gonna try to survive. So basically, I was like, that first week of bad morning sickness, all I ate was like cheese and crackers. And now I'm still I'm trying to eat healthier now, because now the nausea actually has gone away a lot more. I still get it a little bit, but I just try to eat small meals throughout the day that are kind of healthy. So they're not like keto healthy though, but they're kind of more balanced. I'll eat carbs now, I don't care. Before I was like, no carbs, but now it's like, it's not about that. It's just trying to like maintain a overall healthy lifestyle. So right now I don't intermittent fast at all, which like that's not good for you. And it's so hard to try to do those kind of things when, like I said, you're super nauseous, and sometimes like the only thing that makes you feel better is to eat, like as soon as you wake up in the morning or whenever you're feeling the nausea, which for me was actually worse at night. So this is Too Faced Born This Way Golden Beige Concealer. So right now what my routine is I'll wake up and I'll usually make some kind of a smoothie with the protein. I like to do fruit smoothies, so I'll do some kind of frozen fruit with almond milk, some spinach, protein powder. I just started adding like a 1/4 cup of oats, like oatmeal oats, old-fashioned style, you know, and that will help me fill me up. And I kind of mix it up. Sometimes I'll do frozen bananas with like a little bit of iced coffee. I will drink only 1 cup of coffee a day because that's what they recommend. Like you can have a cup of coffee, and I was like really needing it because I was so tired, y'all. Sometimes I'll do that. I feel like I need it. If not, I'll just do just the almond milk, you know, as the liquid base. So I'll have my protein shake in the morning, and then once I kind of feel like I digested it enough, I'll work out. And y'all, I don't know how I did it, but I kept up my 5 days a week working out even when I was so tired and nauseous. I have definitely like changed my workout routine in that I do a lot of modified moves. I don't lift heavier than 25 pounds, which is the recommended weight, you know, the top weight to carry. So I have really like changed it up. I don't like right now I'm not trying to do a lot of jumping. I'm only like working out probably to like 70% of my max capacity because I'm not trying to like reach goals or anything. I'm just trying to keep myself moving. And I find that even though I don't feel like working out, I find that I always feel better after working out. The blood flowing, and I feel less nauseous. I feel less tired and sick. So even though you might not feel like it, it really does make a difference. So I will still do my Sydney Cummings workouts 5 days a week. This is the Benefit Give Me Brow and I think this is number 4. It's a darker brown. So I've been doing darker brows lately ever since I had that microblading. Before I was always a light brow girl, so I still have some of my light caramel brow gels, which I was like, no, those don't look good on me anymore. Okay. So let me set this under eye with some more Mercier powder. So yeah, I continue doing that. There was 1 week where I was like feeling super sick. So instead what I did was on YouTube I would search prenatal workout, and I was doing a lot of those like for at least 30 minutes. That was my goal. Like I was saying, it's good for you to be active while you're pregnant because it keeps you healthy. It prevents you from like getting too much weight, and like prepares your body for labor. Because I remember when I went through labor, I wasn't sore or anything after, and I feel like the whole pushing process, they say it's very difficult, and it is, but I wasn't feeling like my body was like sore after in terms of like muscle strain. Obviously it was sore in this area because all the stitches and stuff. That might be TMI for y'all, but I felt like I was okay, and I think it's because I was working out throughout the pregnancy last time. So I'm gonna do that as long as possible. I think I fell off towards the end when I was pregnant with Bella, just because I was just like so huge. But I'm gonna try to keep it up as long as possible. I'm doing a little contour. This is Richly Honed Pro Sculpting Cream from MAC. Don't worry, I will blend this out. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to do that. I do want to do maternity pictures again. This time with Bella, and that will be like closer to like the 7-month mark when I'm bigger but not too big. And I do want to take a baby moon, even if it's like a local one, like local within driving distance, and my parents will watch Bella. So okay, I'm gonna do a little contour on my face. In terms of weight gain, I actually haven't gained too much, which I'm surprised, because when you go off keto, y'all, and you're used to like super low carb, immediately you see the effects of it in the terms of like bloating and whatnot and weight gain, because I've gone on and off keto on and off for like 2 years. But I weighed myself a couple of days ago just to see, and I was at like 156, and I think I started the pregnancy at like, I got down to like around 150-ish something around there, like 150 around my anniversary. So that was like my goal weight. Even though I was heavier than I was 10 pounds heavier than I was when I was in my wedding dress. I was like around 140. I think because of all the lifting, my body was the same size, like small. So I was at like 150-ish. And then when I found out I was pregnant, I was like at 152, 153. Because I gained like 2 or 3 pounds after I stopped doing the strict keto. And then since then, I think I've gained like 3 pounds. And I'm in my second trimester, which is average. You should gain between 3 to 5 pounds, about something like that, first trimester, and then you gain a little bit more as you get bigger and stuff like that. So I'm happy with that. I thought I would gain way more. Like I said, because the bloating was so serious. So I have a photo shoot that I'm doing for IMA because we're doing this whole PR campaign for me and my partner, like trying to get us interviews and feature our faces more as like faces of the brand. So I'll be around 15 weeks pregnant when we shoot that next week. And I was like, oh my god, I'm at that awkward stage of pregnancy where you don't really look pregnant, you just look a little bit bloated and fat. So I'm like, crap. We'll just see. We will just see. I ordered some dresses from the runway, which actually was like a good idea because, you know, you can just like try out some dresses and not have to buy them. I'm gonna apply this blush, which is Liberté by NARS. So I ordered a couple of dresses, and it's tough. Have you guys ever done Rent the Runaway? I've rented from them in the past, like if I've gone to weddings or needed a dress for like a special event. And it's tough because like I would say like I'm around a size 8, like regular sizing or a medium. But with my tummy, it's like tricky because my tummy's bigger. So some of the dresses were too big, like I sized up to a 10 and they were too big. Some of the dresses were like a medium or a size 8 and they were a little bit tight in the waist. So I found that the best idea was to do like a little bit more of a flowy center, like a wrap style or something with stretch than like a structured dress. So hopefully the pictures look good and I don't look hella bloated in those. It's like the best part about being pregnant, not the best part, one of the best parts I thought about being pregnant was once my bump was showing, I didn't have to worry about like wearing shapewear or looking fat. Like it was cute and it was like I could wear. Okay, so my camera was overheating, so I took a break. I just like really quick blow dried my hair with my Revlon, the big jumbo brush hair dryer, just to kind of smooth it out. And I put on a top, but I'm still wearing sweatpants because y'all can't see that, and neither can Instagram Live, which I will be doing that interview in about 43 minutes, so I still have plenty of time. Okay. So what I was saying before was one of the best things about pregnancy was being able to wear like tight shirts and tight dresses and not worrying about a pooch showing, because once the bump is there and it's like hard enough and defined enough, it looks really cute. And like as a person who's always had like a tummy her whole life, that's such a blessing because I've always had to wear like high-waisted stuff or undergarments or kind of like the right kind of clothes. But when I was pregnant last time, I was like, shoot, I don't have to worry about any of that. And I really love the fact that this time around, I was in shape and eating healthy before pregnancy. So I'm actually like, I was around at least 15 to 17 pounds lighter than I was the first pregnancy starting. And I gained about like 25 pounds. So it's gonna make the weight loss so much easier if I kind of just maintain my like regular weight gain. And then when I lose it, it won't be as bad, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. Let me go ahead and do this lip while we're talking. I'm gonna do like a pinky, like a warm pink lip with a gloss. And I don't have the color she used, but I'm just gonna mix a couple different ones together. So I'm gonna use these new lip liners from Juvia's Place I got over the holidays on sale. This one is called So Rare, and it's like a brown, warm brown, which is like my go-to kind of color. So I'm going to just line first with that. I'm going to overdraw my lips just a little bit too. I mean, my nose keeps running a little bit. I'm so sorry about that. But it's like, since it's cold here in Atlanta, it's like so cold right now. It's been getting down into the 20s, which is cold for us for being in the South. My nose is just constantly running. This pencil is like a roll up, so it's not as sharp as I was hoping, but we'll make it work. Okay, so that's the first liner. I love a brown lip liner. If you know me, you know that's my jam. And then I'm gonna go in with the second one, which is called Sweet Nothing, and it's more of a pinky brown. So this is like the first one, that darker brown, and then that's like the second one. So I'm going to use this to kind of take the edge off that dark brown and kind of blend it out. So if you don't like a harsh lip line, this is a good technique to do. Okay, so I was going to tell you guys I both pulled out all my maternity clothes because all my, especially my pants are fitting tight. And like my maternity clothes are like 2 sizes bigger than they were when I was pregnant the first time, because like I said, I was about 15 to 20 pounds heavier. So some of them like are just too big, and you should keep the same size in maternity. So like I have one pair of pants that are maternity size medium that my aunt bought for me when I was pregnant the first time, which I've been wearing. They're like just black pants with the full tummy panel. But then I was like, these pants keep sliding down. And I remember when I was pregnant last time, like maternity pants with the full panel, like the super high waist one, they always fell down and people would always like pull them up for me. Like that's embarrassing when like I would be teaching class and people would try to pull my pants up for me. I'm like, thanks boo, but you know. So I actually just bought a pair of Levi's pants on Amazon, which are maternity, in a size medium, and they have the side panel, which is like stretchy on like the hips. So it's like goes right under your belly. So I'm wondering, I'm gonna see how those work. I'm like hoping, they seem like they fit really well now, but I'm like, is it gonna grow with me? Is it gonna be too tight? Is it gonna support my belly? So I'm interested to see how those work, because I hate the fact that maternity pants just fall down. And all of my pants from last time are full panel. So if you've ever tried that, let me know. If you have recommendations on certain ones that you love, let me know, because I was really bumming it this last couple of weeks because I was feeling so sick and my clothes and pants were too tight. I was just basically wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts the entire time. Plus I was trying to hide my pregnancy so no one could tell, like family and stuff. So anyways, I'm doing a Mauve lip liner. This is Pasadena from Offa Cosmetics. This is a little dark, but I'm going to brighten it up in a second. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm going to brighten it up just a smidge with this Cozzetti Lip Synergy in Miyake, I think. So it's more orangey, so it's going to brighten up this mauve a little bit. So just adding it just a little bit, just to kind of tint it. Because I don't want it to turn orange, but I want it to be like a warmer tone. Okay. It kind of goes with like the cheeks, you know, it's just like a little bit of a reddish, berry, orangey tone. And then in the center, I'm going to put a lighter pink. It's a lot, I know. You don't have to do all this. Okay, and then this is going to kind of give a little bit of a ombre effect. It's definitely not as bright as I thought it would be, but still pretty color, right? Okay, and then the last step is Buxom Gloss in Sandy. This is just like a light pink. I like how these glosses don't change the color of the lips completely. You just kind of like add a little tint and they just add the shine. And it also helps to kind of blend the edges if you feel like your lip liner needs some blending. It helps too. So do you see how dirty that lip brush is? Before I put it back in, I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe and just clean it off, because I hate getting the tube like dusty and dirty and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take this Patrick Ta Major Glow Dewy Milk Mist, and it's going to kind of just add a last step of melting everything together. By the way, I recently joined the Patrick Ta Influencer kind of makeup review program, and they had a contest to see, like, I guess whose posts got the most traction or whatever, and like I actually won. I'm so surprised because I am such a small blogger compared to a lot of influencers out there. I'm definitely like a micro influencer, and I think they just liked my content because I was really trying to make it good. And I was like, oh my god, I was like shocked. I don't think I had the most clicks or whatever, but I think they appreciated that I put effort into some of these looks. So it's like this $250 smart mirror, which I'm like super excited about. So yay. Okay, so this is a funnel look, y'all. So it's kind of like a smoky, this is a good date night look for sure. This top, by the way, is from Shein. I bought it over the holidays, like Black Friday. And I like it because it like perfectly sits off the shoulder, but it has these little adjustable straps, and I love an off the shoulder top. It's black and mustard, and you know I love black everything. It still fits. So I guess I can show you a belly shot, the first one. I'm gonna cover my boobs with my hair. My hair is pretty long right now because I don't have a bra on, and I have sweatpants on. Let me stand up. So the top is pretty loose. I've been living in this one pair of sweatpants because they're a large, so they're loose and they sit like underneath my belly. But this is my belly. Do you see how it's still soft? So I think this is kind of like bloat / my extra skin from my first pregnancy. But it's definitely looks like I'm poking out, right? People say that you definitely show more earlier in your second one. So there it is, y'all, the bump. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I will be doing pregnancy updates, not every week like I did with the first one, because that's just probably, it's too much, but you know, on a regular basis, like monthly at least. So I'm so excited for you guys to follow me on this journey. And yeah, if you guys have any recommendations about what's new in the baby world, let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Ciao, Bellas.